Charles Lai. I'm the Executive Director of Chung. We have small businesses, non-profit organizations, and over 105 senior citizens living next door to the detention center. I want to commend all of you here today for your passions to fight for your rights and your dignity. Let there be no mistake that we're all in this together. All of us must be treated fairly and humanely, no matter where we came from and where we live. We must have criminal justice reform. Too many people were inappropriately put into the system, and worse, too many people were unjustly and inhumanely treated. We must have a true system for rehabilitation so that all of our communities are made whole and safe. Poor working class and people of color communities must not be pitted against each other. We have been victimized enough already without having to victimize and accuse each other. None of us can afford that. Chinatown, as mentioned previously, we have already more than 600 beds. And to imagine that we need to have another 700 beds in this poor working class people of color community is simply not NIMBY or privilege. We too are fighting for fairness, for our rights for self-determination, and for our voices to be heard. We too, if I can find it, I shouldn't stick with this. We too have been powerless for too long. We have built Chinatown from the slums of 5 Points, and we will not be railroaded. We all know why Rikers is so terrible and horrible, because it is too massive and the system is too unresponsive. We're here tonight fighting for the same things: smaller, more manageable jails, and a much more responsive system. This plan here in Chinatown does not meet this fundamental truth. This proposed jail is way too massive, and the entire system has not been responsive to the voices of the people. There is an alternative to this. If you're not for this construction, for this 450-foot jail, then you're supporting the inhumane treatment of black and brown brothers and sisters. That's crazy. This cannot be the only choice. Let's retrofit what we have here in Chinatown. The city of New York must seek a shared commitment from all New Yorkers to do the right thing, not just from a throwaway community. Just as we need to find additional spaces and beds to make this critical criminal justice reform to really work, Chinatown is already part of the solution, and it cannot be the city's dump. Thank you.
Thank you, Charles.